Hello everyone. In continuation with our Image J series, today we are going to learn about image subtraction. In this video, we will be demonstrating you the step-by-step procedure to perform image subtraction, and we'll also give you some explanations as to when image subtraction is done. We'll give you a practical walkthrough to the key image tools and functions that are used for image subtraction. So let's have a look at these two images. I am using a microscopic image for this purpose, but you can use a radiographic image, you can use a background image when you want to delete, when you want to test the movement of the various components like the tooth movement or a particle movement or a microorganism movement. All this can be assessed using this. If you see the image on the left and the right, you can see that the right image is much more clearer than the left image. You can see that the background has been removed, etc. So let's delve into the process now. So here is my image J, and I will be opening my two images. So what I have done now is I have two sets of images. As you see here, you have image 2 and the image 2 background. So I open both the images here. Now, before we delve into this, we need to understand that the images have to be clicked in a particular manner. So we will pause this here and I'll show you another video of how the images are clicked. So basically we have two images. This is the first image with the specimen on it, and this is the second image without the specimen on it. And if you follow the next few seconds, you will be able to understand how I got these two images. The main aim of this whole process is to get an alignment. So let's have a look at that video. Now, there may be an instance that happens, like in this case here, you can see that there is a field seen here. But if you see the background here, there's some dirt over there. That means you have, when I remove the slide, you can see that there is some black and dirt seen on the background. And when you're looking at the method of subtracting, my first thing is to take two photographs. The first photograph is with the image. So here I have a system in which the camera is connected to the phone. So you can take an image first. Then all I have to do is remove the slide and then click a blank image again. Now what happens is I will be able to see all the blemishes or abnormalities that are seen in this slide, which is much more clearer now. You can see there are some cracks seen on the image, which can be easily eliminated. So let's redo the whole thing. So first I keep the image, click, then take out, and then click again. So whatever dirt is there on the microscopic field can be subtracted. Okay, so now that you know how that two images have been obtained, you know that these two are properly aligned. In case you do not get this proper alignment, then I would recommend you to download a plugin. You can go to a plugin. You can search in Google for called as Turbo Reg. You also have another plugin called as the Stack Reg. Reg means registration. So basically, when you have two samples put together, they are not aligned properly. So you need to subtract when they are properly aligned, then only it will come properly. So I would recommend using these two Image J plugins. And once you download it onto your computer system, you can go to plugin and install. And you can kind of find out where the plugin is located. You go down to the, so you can go down to the plugin. Say I have get the plugin here. So you can double click on it and you can install this Stack Reg. So whenever we are doing this, we will be able to analyze and evaluate by aligning the images first. So let's go to the main process now. Now that I have two images, so open both the images simultaneously. You can see the left image is labeled as 279, right image is labeled as 280. Now I go to the process. We are processing the image, right? We are subtracting the image. So we need to have the process. and you can go to image calculator. You can subtract the two images. You also have an option called the subtract background. In this case, that will be more relevant, but I'll show you the process using image calculator. So we have two images now. Automatically, it puts the same image on both. So let's keep one image. Let's say that we need to subtract the second image from the first image. So you can, ideally, the images are better when you have a grayscale. The 8-bit grayscale image is the best mode for subtraction, but you can do it for color images also. So now you can see I have opened the two images. I went to process and went to image calculator and I got this. And when I say okay, you can see a subtracted image. But yeah, this is black and white. This is not how we want it. So how do we do this? How do we convert this? So you can kind of invert the image. You can see that when the image is inverted, you get a very clear image. And then you can adjust the brightness and contrast. So you can go to the image, adjust brightness and contrast. And then you can adjust the brightness and contrast. And here you go. The subtracted image perfectly ready for you to evaluate, measure, etc. So once you apply it, you can save this image as a JPEG or something. And you can see the difference between the two images. So let me align it. So you can see the two images before and after subtraction. Definitely the contrast is better. The clarity is better. You can see the cells more vivid in this. So you can use this for many purposes. So that's it about image subtraction. So let's go back. We have showed you the step-by-step procedure. I've given you some few examples of clinical significance, and I have shown you the practical workthrough, including the plugins that you may be require. Feel free to answer the MCQs that follow. Thank you very much.